Hi everybody and welcome back to the Heather Bling Show. My next guest is the beautiful Laura Schonberg. She is an immigration attorney. Laura, thank you so much for being here on the show.
Thank you for having me, Heather. It's great to be here today.
Awesome. Well, I'm super excited to hear about what you do. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm an immigration attorney, so I basically help immigrants to come to the United States and help them with their benefits, with applying for different visas, a little bit of everything, really.
Okay, great. So how did you get into it? Are you an immigrant yourself?
Yes, that's exactly it. I'm an immigrant. I came to the United States when I was 20, went through a lot here. I met my business partner here in the States on the first day of law school. She's an immigrant as well. She's from Brazil. I'm from Argentina.
Okay.
And we knew right away that we needed to practice immigration together because we both have gone through a lot through different immigration attorneys, ethical, non-ethical, we live it all. And we wanted really to help people. And immigration is a field of law in which you really make a difference in people's lives. You really see it. So it's not only receiving a check at the end of the month, but really helping people, and they are thankful with us for life.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how long does the immigration process usually take? Is there like a general rule or?
It really depends on what the immigration process is. So people come here based on their employment visas, their investment visas, their obviously visas based on family relationships like marriage. So if it will be like a marriage-based petition, it could take around a year and a half to 2 years, depending from what country the immigrant is coming from. And, that varies and moves all the time. So it's about 2 years if the person will be applying today, let's say.
Oh, wow. So it's the country that they're coming from actually makes a difference.
It doesn't make a difference as far as the law itself, but each consulate in each country has different backlogs and are processing different cases. So in some countries, the delay is much higher, like India, China. They have obviously more population and more people applying, and they have longer lines to wait to be able to get into the United States. So yes, it varies by country and by process. There is no everything depends on immigration, really. Every case is a different world, and the facts of the case really matter. So it varies from case to case.
Wow, well that's very interesting that it's actually the country that they're coming from that can hold them up rather than what it is here in the United States.
Yes, many immigrants have citizenships from different countries, and sometimes they decide to apply through one of their citizenships as opposed to another one because that can vary. The law again is the same pretty much for everyone except for some visas where the country of citizenship of the immigrant must have treaties with the United States. In those cases, it's different from country to country. Like for the visa E2 of investment, for example, for immigrants that want to come to the United States to invest in a business, to open a business. This is available just for some immigrants, depending on their country of citizenship. For example, Argentinian can apply, French people, Italian people, many of the European people. But Brazil, for example, doesn't qualify to apply for an investment visa.
Really?
So yes, so it varies. Each case for us is like its own because the facts really matter, and there are no cases that are exactly alike. No immigrants that have exactly the same set of facts, really.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've definitely had a lot of experience with different situations and stuff. So I know everybody in their business, they always have their favorite success story. Tell us about yours. What's your best, the best result you ever achieved?
Well, we've seen it all. We had taken one of our clients literally out of the plane. He was being deported. He came to the United States, applied for benefits through a church. They tried to help him, but they were not immigration attorneys, so they just filed for him paperwork, and it wasn't filed correctly. Eventually, the government sent a notice of a hearing for deportation, and he had moved, and they sent it to the wrong address, and he never received it. He was picked up at some point, and he got deported. He had already an order of deportation, entering absentia. He wasn't there for the hearing. So he was on the plane, and this is a case that my partner really handled. But today he's a citizen. We applied later on. We took him out of the plane. We reopened his case. We were able to obtain the permanent residency for him. He was married to a U.S. citizen at the time. And eventually we got his citizenship, and he was obviously very thankful and very happy, and that was a huge success story. But we have all kind of cases. We have very obviously love stories that are amazing. We have clients that fell in love. I have a client that fell in love with a girl from Eastern Europe, playing some chess or another video game, I don't remember exactly, online.
Really?
And they fell in love, and they ended up meeting somewhere in Europe, and he was like, I think I want to marry her, but you know, I don't know how to go through the whole process. So we ended up doing a fiancé visa, and he traveled to Russia for the interview as well. It was amazing, an amazing story. The lady was able to come here. They married right after she came, and now they have a baby girl. And we love to be in touch with our clients, because it's nice to see how they were able to, you know, really go through all the obstacles and be able to come here and slowly build their lives here. And for us, they're as immigrants and as attorneys, these are amazing, very happy stories, and we really enjoy what we do.
I think that's great that you really follow up with them, and you know, you're still involved with them after the process, because I can imagine the bonding that goes through. You know, it can probably be a very stressful situation, you know, trying to immigrate, especially, you know, if it's for love or romance or something. You know, your love is on the other side of the world, and you know, you can't get there because of the law.
Definitely, it's something I think that is particular from our firm and from us, from my partner Andrea and I'm Laura, and for me. Something that is really special is that we've been immigrants, and we really understand all the anxiety, all the uncertainty that an immigrant has whenever it's going through the process, and it can be a long process, an expensive process.
Yeah.
And we have so many clients that call us not just for immigration questions, but for really basic, everyday questions and things they need to resolve when they come to the United States. Where should I buy a house? Where should I, how do I get my kids to school? Basic things that sometimes because of the language barrier, but sometimes because it's simply a completely different system that they are used to. We are very happy to help them with. We are very happy to refer them to professionals in the different fields that they need assistance with. We have a lot of partners that work with us in different fields, and yes, for us it's a pleasure to be able to help them and to be able to really to hold their hands through the whole entire process of creating a new life here in the United States.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So when did you start the firm?
So we started the firm in 2012 with my partner, and I have been practicing immigration law since 2009. Just before I graduated from law school, I did the immigration clinic at my university, where I help a lot of children, immigrant children, who were coming to the United States unaccompanied. So that was also an amazing experience, where I was able to help them, go to court with them, represent them, and eventually help them to get their permanent residency, for them to be able to start their lives here alone, you know, without their parents. So, yes.
So you really are changing lives.
I think so. I mean, I think that is, for me, the immigration attorney who represented me when I came to the United States, I'm so thankful, and I feel that if I can do this for other people, it's just like the perfect combination of my job and really my dream, and doing really good and paying back what they did for me in a way. So it's really special, I think.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So if you wanted to give somebody some advice, say it's their, you know, they just want to immigrate to the United States, and it doesn't matter where they're coming from, what would be step number one that you think that they should do?
So definitely they have to contact an attorney before making the move. We have so many cases of immigrants coming here as tourists and saying, well, I'm going to put my child in school, in public school, I'm going to start opening my business, and then they contact the attorney whenever it's really too late because they have probably violated an immigration law by then, and it's really hard for us to fix it. So the first thing, contact an immigration attorney, somebody that understands the law. The law is complex. It's not just filling up forms. It's really understanding the immigration system and the different technicalities. And as I said, each case is different. Don't listen to your friend who came or to your cousin or your neighbor. Every person has a different story, a different set of facts. So you need to contact your immigration attorney and really ask the questions pertaining to your own immigration facts and case.
Wow, that's definitely good advice. I didn't realize that, if you were already here, that it could actually, mess up the whole process.
Well, yes, because some people enter here with certain intent, and then maybe they change their intent while they are here, but they have to still, they have to still abide by the law and follow whatever rules. They regulate their own visa category. So yes, definitely it's important to be on top of it and follow up with an immigration attorney.
Okay, well, I appreciate all the information that you've shared with our guests. And how do they get in contact with you?
It was my pleasure. They can contact us to the office, 954-843-3494, or they can write us at info@st-immigration.com.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And everybody out there, please take Laura's advice. If you're immigrating or you know somebody that's going to be immigrating, help support your local business. You have somebody here who really cares, and she's very experienced and can help you. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.